What is up, guys? Brazzy here, and welcome to the Supastrikas Summer Cup 2022 draw. Alright, so just to answer a couple of questions, I know I haven't uploaded in like 3 months. I think the last day I uploaded was in March. Yeah, you know, the same excuse always. School. I'm finally done with school though, so I finally graduated, so thanks, congratulations to me. So I'm finally done with school. That means I'm gonna get back into the uploading grind once more. But yeah, that's the excuse. It was school. I had my internship. I had a job. I was grinding. I literally had no time for anything else. So now that's out. Now that that's out the way, we can finally focus on some more things on the channel, right? So obviously, you know that eFootball is a little bit dead right now. I think they just dropped a new update, and you know it's looking kind of better, but like nothing really that catches my eye, you know. So I'm not gonna be playing that as of now. I will probably be doing this for the summer and then playing some games here and there, but not really playing eFootball like that. So that's gonna be the future for the channel for now. So expect some more different type of games, different type of series in this channel, but not a lot of eFootball. I'm not gonna center on that in this channel. So that's gonna be the, you know, the rundown for what's gonna happen for now on until something new opens up. All right. So, but for today, we're here for the Supastrikas Summer Cup 2022 draw. All right. So we have, this is how this is gonna work actually. So this is the draw for the World Cup or the Supastrikas Summer Cup. We're gonna have 16 teams instead of 12. So all the 16 Super League teams are gonna be there, except from Locomotive. I think they're the only team that's not really in there. I think somebody else is in there ahead of them, but I don't remember. I don't really remember. Can't really think at the top of my head. But what we have right now is we have a little wheel that has 12 teams here. We have 12 teams in this wheel, and you're wondering why we have 12 instead of 16. So for the top finalist teams from the last year's cup were Supastrikas, AZUL were the obvious champions. Supastrikas finished in second, and SULTANS and NAKAMA both tied for third. So they're obviously the 4 finalist best teams in the tournament. So they'll be considered the highest seed or the first seed, right? So whereas the remainder of the teams didn't do as well or have not participated in the tournament yet, so they'll be considered in the second seed. So what we're gonna do is basically go round robin, spin the wheel, and see what team ends up in where. The World Cup is gonna be in the same format as, you know, your typical World Cup. You know, 4 groups, and first and second qualified. First place against second place. First place in Group A plays against second place in Group B. First place in Group C plays second place in Group D, and then vice versa. So Group B, first place Group B will play second place Group A, and so far so on. So that's how the World Cup is gonna. Sorry, I keep saying World Cup. That's how the Summer Cup is gonna be. I'll break it down in the first episode to clear it out for you guys a little more. But that's gonna be a quick run on how that's gonna work. The Summer Cup should start, and maybe next week. I think I should have the first episode done by next week. So be on the lookout for that. But anyways, we're here for the draw. So let's get this started. All right. So the draw. Group A as of right now, that's Supastrikas group. Group B, that's NAKAMA's group. Group C is SULTAN's group, and Group D is AZUL's group. And I'm using Photoshop for this, so I have the other teams in the other tab here ready to be put into the group. So we're gonna spin this, and we're gonna go round robin, see which team ends up where. And if you guys enjoyed this, let me know in the comments down below what group you're excited to see. So we're here. We have the picker wheel. Let's see who's gonna be in Supastrikas group. Invincible United! That is insane! Invincible United, of course, Supastrikas' biggest rivals, will be in the same group as Supastrikas. That's what an opening game of the tournament that's gonna be. Invincible United didn't do so well in the last tournament, but it's gonna be even tougher now that they have Supastrikas in their group. But you know, who knows? Let's see what happens. So Invincible United, welcome. They finished in Let's make this a little smaller. They finished in second to last place in their group, third place. Very disappointing campaign from them in the last Summer Cup. Hopefully in this one they're a little bit more promising. Now, Group B, this is NAKAMA's group. Let's see what the picker has to choose. And it's HYDRA! HYDRA's a good team. They didn't make it out the group on the last Summer Cup. But, you know, they played well against AZUL. The only team that was able to beat AZUL in the whole tournament. They have Liquido, obviously, a dangerous man, spacey man. NAKAMA's structured attack. Or structured team, should I say. It'll be tough to break down for HYDRA, but they're back in the tournament and they will be in Group B with NAKAMA. Welcome. Alright, for Group C, this is Sultan's group. Let's see who they get. Already some good teams in there, here and there. And it is Iron Tank! Iron Tank had a very disappointing campaign last year, finishing bottom of the group. They didn't even make it out the group. They were favorites to compete for the title, sorry. And they didn't even do any of that. Hopefully this tournament they're a little bit more promising. Tough group with Sultans because they are a very good team. But it's looking pretty spicy this Summer Cup. Already looking spicy in the group stages. You know, it's a little bit upsetting how these teams have to face each other early on. But, you know, that's what they get for participating so poorly in the last tournament. And as of now, it's all the teams that we've seen before. The teams are selected have played in the previous Summer Cup. We're hoping to see what the first new team is gonna be. We'll take the spin again. And it's GRIMM! Another team that has been in the Summer Cup. They will be in AZUL's group. They face each other in the first round, if I remember correctly, and AZUL completely destroyed them 6-2. So it's gonna be a good revenge match for GRIMM, going against AZUL, going against the champions, obviously AZUL. Let's see how they do with 11 men. Hopefully they can keep all men on the pitch this time. And Vladimir Savage hopefully has a plan this time for his team. And these are the first team selected for Group B. Sorry, for the groups. I don't know. Okay, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go from Group D to Group A. So we're gonna pick another team for AZUL's group. Pardon that. We're gonna have this, and we're gonna spin again, but this is for Group D this time. And it's BARKA! Another team that has been in the tournament before. None of the new teams are being picked. That's so funny. But BARKA will be back in the tournament. They will be in the same group as the champions AZUL, who they faced in the previous Summer Cup. I think they lost that game 1-0 in the group stage. And GRIMM. It's going to be a new opponent for them, GRIMM. But welcome, BARKA. Just change this really quick. Alright, for Group C, we have Iron Tank and Sultans. Hopefully, it's going to be a new team now. The only team that's still here that's not new is PALMENTIERI and COLOSSUS. So, hopefully it's a new team because we haven't seen any of the new teams yet. And for Group C, it is COGNITO! COGNITO have Uri Pass and Judge Caleb, two great players. They're very technical side. Tough team to play against, of course, and this is going to be their debut in the tournament, debut in the channel, because nobody has ever seen them play before. So welcome to the Summer Cup. COGNITO, they'll be in Group B. They'll be in Group C, with Sultans and Iron Tank. Tough team, another tough team for Iron Tank to deal with. If they want to make it out their group, they're gonna have to kick up. And a team like COGNITO doesn't joke around like that. They could be a tough team to beat. So they are in Group C. Next up is Group B, composing of NAKAMA and the HYDRA. Let's see who we get. And it's MING United. MING United will probably be the worst team in this tournament this year, statistically at least. You know, their favorites to probably finish bottom. Don't have the best of players, but making their debut in this tournament. Same group as NAKAMA. It's a little bit of a rivalry. Both teams are Asian teams, NAKAMA and MING. So it's gonna be a quick rivalry match there. They didn't realize it, but let's see how MING do. You know, we can't write them off just like that. A lot of people were writing off AZUL, and they ended up winning the whole tournament last year. So hopefully, MING could surprise us all and give us a good shout, give us a good run. And the last team for Group A. Let's see what team we get. And it's Palmer! Wow! This is an insane group. PALMENTIERI, INVINCIBLE United, and Supastrikas all in the same. That's the group of death. And Palmer had a bad tournament. They couldn't make it out the group. And the group was fairly easier back then. But now, this is going to be incredibly tough for them. A group with Supastrikas and INVINCIBLE United. I know INVINCIBLE United didn't do 2 on the last tournament, but they did win 2 games. So, you know, they just lost based on goal difference. PALMENTIERI, on the other hand, were very disappointed in the previous tournaments, and it's not looking lively for them here. But you know, what the heck happened? But you never know. You never know. We've seen some shocks here before. We could see some shocks again. And now I guess we're gonna go from Group A to Group D. So the final round of the draw. So between Technicali, Cosmos, Colossus, and Orion, let's see who Supastrikas and Gang get in their last team of the group. It will be COLOSSUS. Now Supastrikas' opening game in the last tournament against Colossus. Palmer and Supastrikas are familiar with this teams. Very similar to the first group in the previous tournament. Supastrikas, PALMENTIERI, and Colossus were all in the same group, but it was GRIMM instead of INVINCIBLE United. So let's get them. Where are they? Colossus, where are you? Right here. That's officially the end of Group A. That's officially the end of Group A. Group A will be Supastrikas, INVINCIBLE United, PALMENTIERI, and Colossus. Now let's see how Group B goes. And it's Club Orion. That's a team that played with the Constellations or whatever. That was the formations of the Constellations. And it's going to be interesting to see how they perform in this tournament. Their formations are very hard to decipher. And it's going to be tough for a team like NAKAMA, where they play such a set, organized formation compared to the team like Orion, where, you know, the formation is all jaggedy. Interesting group, Group B. You know, the likes of NAKAMA, MING, HYDRA, and Orion all in the same group. It's interesting to see how that's gonna pan out. Let's go to Group C. Remainder of the two teams. Cosmos or Technicali for Group C. And it is Technicali! Interesting choice from the picker wheeler. Technicali making their debut in this competition. We don't know how they're gonna perform here. Technicali could be really good and really bad sometimes. Very inconsistent team, but once again, you can write these teams off because, you know, they always have a trick on their sleeve. But Orion in Group B, whereas Technicali will be in Group C with Sultans, Iron Tank, and COGNITO, which means the last remaining team is Cosmos. They will be in the last group with AZUL, GRIMM, and BARKA. Cosmos and AZUL, a little bit of a rivalry team. Cosmos on the American side, and AZUL, Mexican side. Do that real quick. And this is it. These are the groups, the final groups for the Supastrikas Summer Cup. Supastrikas Invincible United in the same group. PALMENTIERI and COLOSSUS. Group B consists of NAKAMA, HYDRA, MING, and Orion. Group C is Sultans, Iron Tank, COGNITO, and Technicali. Group D is AZUL the Champions, GRIMM, BARKA, and Cosmos. Let me know in the comments, guys, who you think is gonna make it far, who thinks is gonna win this competition. Well, let me know first who you think is gonna make it out of the group. Let me know in the comments down below your top twos for each group, and yeah, let's see what it is. For me personally, I have Supastrikas and Invincible United making it out. I have NAKAMA and Orion making it out second group. I have Sultans and COGNITO making it out the third group, and I have AZUL and BARKA making it out the last group. It's tough. That last group is a little tough to decipher because GRIMM is a very good team as well. Obviously, we still don't know how the other teams are going to perform, but those are my predictions. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and thank you guys for watching this draw. Exciting times coming ahead next week. The Supastrikas Summer Cup 2022 is going to start. I can't wait to have you guys watch it. Thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, please leave a like, subscribe if you're new. And like I said before, let me know in the comments who you think is going to make it out the group. Thank you, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.